Stocks continued lower this morning, but are gaining ground as I speak to you right now. The Dow is only down 0.15%. The S&P is only down 0.08%. The Nasdaq is down only 0.04%, and the Russell has just turned and sits above the flat line. Japanese services PMI was weaker than expected last night, but still well into expansion territory. And here's a synopsis of the preliminary August small to medium-sized PMI data from this morning. German manufacturing is stronger, but still in contraction. Services were weaker, but still in expansion. Eurozone manufacturing and composite both stronger and in expansion territory. UK manufacturing weaker and still in contraction territory, while services were stronger than expected, moving further into expansion territory. In the US, all three ISM data points were stronger than expected and remain in expansion territory, and only services was weaker than the previous month. Again, keep in mind, these were the small to medium-sized business PMI figures, not the ISM PMI figures. Also in the US, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index was slightly negative, which was weaker than expected and much weaker than last month's report. It came in today at minus 0.3. The dollar is stronger today as the market keeps pricing in a lower and lower probability of a September rate cut. That probability has now dropped from 95% on Monday to 82% yesterday and is sitting at 75% this morning. Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic said this morning he still sees one interest rate cuts likely for this year. Now, the obvious fear is that tomorrow morning, Fed Chair Jerome Powell will take the final opportunity he has to speak at the Jackson Hole Symposium and muddy the waters for a September rate cut, arguing that inflation isn't beaten yet. Now, looking ahead, speaking of inflation, we have a 30-year TIPS auction this afternoon. Earnings today after the market closes. 4 companies with market caps exceeding $1 billion are set to report, and they are Intuit, Zoom Communications, Workday, and Ross Stores. Tomorrow, before the market opens, we get another 4 companies with market caps of $1 billion or more reporting earnings, and of those 4, the 2 US-based companies are BJ's Wholesale Club and Buckle, the apparel giant. Data tonight, Japanese national CPI data, economic data for tomorrow, retail sales in the UK, Canada and German GDP, and then of course the Fed Chair Jerome Powell speech that I already talked about.